Morning, folks. A few days ago, somebody that I follow on LinkedIn, a guy named Byron Morrison, and I won't typecast Byron, he does lots of cool things. One of the things I think he does is some cool entrepreneur kind of leadership coaching. But I'll put a link to his LinkedIn profile down below. Byron posed a question and said, "Look, I'm part of this group," and someone asked this question. And one of the questions that this group had asked is, what do they look for? In fact, I'll read the exact words. What do you look for in successful hires? Now, I think a lot of people, especially in kind of new startups and new organizations, what they'll look for in their first hires is they'll look for specific skills. So, for example, if they're a technology development house and they do a lot of single-page applications, web single-page applications, and they need someone to come in and kind of help them in that, they might say, "Hey, look, we're looking for an Angular coder, somebody who's excellent at Angular. Oh, and by the way, here's some other characteristics we're looking for as well." But the singular focus, or at least the primary focus, is on the kind of skill first. I take a bit of a different approach, and I don't think any one is better than the other. I think there's just things that work for different organizations depending on the type of organization that you're in. For us, the way that we approach it is, and the way I approach it, is I look for something called A3, and I'll come on to that in a second. I hire for fit first. And the reason why I do that is because we're trying to build this kind of family. And it just so happens that technology is the thing that we do in our kind of value proposition. And so I always look for fit first. And I use a kind of codex called A3: attitude, aptitude, and appetite. And the reason why is, in my experience, when you hire for skills, you get a skill. When you hire for fit, you get an awesome person in your organization who has the ability to learn lots of cool new things. So in my experience, someone who's smart with the right attitude, aptitude, and appetite, well, they can pick up anything that you need. So what do I mean by that? In terms of attitude, what I'm looking for in attitude is someone who's positive, someone who is kind and caring. They want to be part of a family, and they're motivated to kind of push every day. Importantly, they're not judgmental. Everybody in that family is going to be going through a different thing in their lives, and I want people who aren't judging anybody else for what they're going through. In terms of aptitude, as I said, I don't necessarily hire for skills, but one of the things I do is make sure that I'm kind of getting people with the right aptitude to fill a certain kind of role in the organization. What I mean by that is, if I am looking for someone who's able to kind of build single-page applications or do some of the kind of technology development, I'm unlikely to hire a French linguist or a finance expert to do that. That's not because I don't think that they're able to kind of do those things. It's simply that I'm looking for a technologist who's able to kind of soak up some of those technology learnings that we're about to impart on that person. And then finally, appetite. In my experience, people who want to be part of something, people who want to learn, people who want to be a member of a clan, of a family, they're able to kind of learn very quickly from other members of the team and pick things up, and then contribute very successfully to the kind of growth of the organization. So that's what we're looking for in terms of appetite. I guess those are some of the ways that I look to kind of bring people into the organization. The question is, what do you do? That's it for today's video, folks. As always, stay happy, be nice to each other, and we'll see you next time.